Hello, welcome. You're watching. Hello, welcome. You're watching a special episode of This Is Exclusive. Tonight, we'll get you three big stories and a ground report from Jammu and Kashmir. Starting with that big news now coming in from the Ministry of Defence with regards to the procurement of BrahMos missiles. We'll get you the first details of the statement that's now been released by the Ministry of Defence. In a short while from now, we'll also have our colleagues joining us from the Mumbai newsroom, getting us full details of what this essentially means. That big boost now coming in with regards to the acquisition of the BrahMos missiles. Now, the government has essentially approved the acquisition of BrahMos missiles worth about 70,500 crore rupees for the Indian Navy. Essentially, what does this mean in terms of the procurement that has been made so far? It's approval for the acquisition, which is worth about 70,000 crore rupees. Now, BrahMos missiles, which have essentially been cleared for the Indian Navy, these are long-range weapons for the Indian Navy as well as for the Indian Air Force. Indian Coast Guard would also be getting it from, will be getting the ALH made by HAL. 2.7 lakh crore procurement, and more importantly, this marks a difference in terms of the procurement that has been done so far. Large reliance on what has been made here in India, starting from BrahMos missiles to the ALH, all that details of the procurement that has been done so far and the process which has already begun. Let me also quickly bring in our executive editor, Niranjan, who's going to join us from the Mumbai newsroom, getting us full details of what this procurement means. A significant change for a country which is largely, essentially relied on imported goods. It now turns out that there has been a marked difference in the procurement policy of the Ministry of Defence. Niranjan, why don't you break it down for all our viewers who are tuning in right now in terms of what this means and how does this really benefit the defence forces?
Shravan, these are long pending clearances, but also one that shows India's intent. We have the complete breakup of what the Defence Acquisition Council has cleared. First of all, it's an approval of proposals at about 70,500 crore. 70,500 crore worth proposals have been cleared. This is for the Armed Forces, the Air Force, the Army, the Navy, Coast Guard, and all of this is under the Buy Indian IDDM category, mostly 100% purchases from India, 70,500 crore. So all of this money is being spent for purchases from within India. That's point number one. Point number two, BrahMos missiles will be purchased along with Shakti EW systems, utility helicopters, maritime valued at 56,000 crore, cleared for the Indian Navy. I think Imran Khan is speaking right now. We're just cutting away from this breaking news update. Imran Khan is speaking in Pakistan. We'll just go across to that, Shravan. It's perhaps one of the first times he's speaking after this, after what happened in the last few days. We'll just cut across to that. If we have that ready, we can just go across to that. He's speaking in Lahore. But while we cue that feed, let's also tell you that for the Indian Air Force, a long-range standoff weapon has also been cleared. This weapon will be integrated to the Sukhoi 30 MKI aircraft on APTN. On APTN right now, we have that feed coming in. So I'm just alerting our teams. We'll go across to APTN next. And while we have that queued, let me also tell you, okay, I think we have that ready. Let's go across to that feed.